Hello everyone and welcome back to the Blackfoot Book Club and another volume of my essential film reviews collection. Thank you so much for being there. His name's Lebowski. That's your name, dude. Following a tumbleweed through an open Los Angeles, the stranger, Sam Elliott, narrates an opening monologue about the dude, Jeff Bridges, and we're immediately introduced to the world of Jeffrey Lebowski, aka the Dude. A stoner and carefree attitude to match, he is mistaken for the Big Lebowski, David Huddleston, a multi-millionaire with a life and attitude vastly different to the Dude. A urinated on rug, they peed on the rug, Walter. He demands compensation from the intended target, a stolen rug later, not to mention the offer of a blowjob from the Big Lebowski's wife Bunny, Tara Reid. And the dude is embroiled in a kidnap payoff that goes disastrously and hilariously wrong. This, the Coen brothers' first big out-and-out comedy, is a romp and laugh-out-loud funny from beginning to end. Using their staple theme of a simple plan going horribly awry, this masterpiece of a film is subtly funny too, with a host of rich characters and star turns in many cameo and supporting roles. But first, who is the dude? The dude, Jeff Bridges. A stoner hippie, the dude is brilliantly brought to life by Jeff Bridges. The performance has everything and is so natural at times, it's almost as though Bridges is playing the part with no care for the camera whatsoever. It's just so relaxed, natural, and an ease of performance that is so captivating and hilarious throughout. Named Jeffrey Lebowski, he always corrects anyone daring to call him by that name, and early in the film he introduces himself to his Lebowski namesake by reiterating the immortal and iconic lines, "I'm the dude, so that's what you call me, you know that," or his dudeness, or Duder, or El Duderino, if you're not into the whole brevity thing. And always, despite the crazy ride we endure, and indeed enjoy with him, the dude abides. Always bowling, he is joined in a trio of chaos, with best friends Walter, John Goodman, and Donnie, Steve Buscemi. Walter is an angry and permanently on edge war veteran, with John Goodman's amazing performance in its own surreal way and equal to the role of the dude. Goodman is incredible at times, a force of nature and anger. He is also subtle and often very funny, though not always intentionally. During a game of bowling, an opponent refuses to accept he stepped over the bowling line, and Goodman, steaming from the ludicrous injustice of this, pulls a gun with the immortal line, "Mark it 0. It's a league game, smoke." The interplay with Donnie, a deliberately understated and quieter role for Steve Buscemi, is excellent. Shut the fuck up, Donnie! But the three characters together, riffing anecdotal tales and jibes, are superb and are the core of the film. In an all-star supporting cast, David Huddleston is excellent as the other Jeffrey Lebowski, with his daughter Maud Lebowski, brilliantly played by Julianne Moore. Philip Seymour Hoffman also makes his bow in a Coen brothers film for the first time as the Big Lebowski's assistant Brand, and although a cameo, is hilarious in every scene. The painfully awkward moment shared between these three excellent actors as they deal with a missing toe, a missing body, and of course the missing rug, is priceless. The film is scattered with further bizarre and surreal supporting performances, notably Jackie Treehorn, Ben Gazzara, and a camp star turn as Knox Harrington, from David Thewlis as friend and confidant to Maud Lebowski. His performance of over-the-top exuberance and surreal engagement with Maud sum up the film brilliantly. There are also important cameos for returnees from previous Coen brothers films, with Peter Stormare as Carl Hungus, a nihilist with a penchant for marmosets, and the brilliant John Turturro as Jesus Quintana, who was given one of a host of classic screenplay lines, "Nobody fucks with the Jesus." With two especially surreal, drug-induced interludes between scenes, a terrific screenplay that is laced with quotable classics, subtle comedy that will still make you smile on repeated watching. This is the Coen brothers at their very best. Carter Burwell again provides a minimal score, but it's the soundtrack that stands out, and there are a multitude to choose from, echoing the dude's preference for the late 60s, early 70s vibe. Bob Dylan's The Man in Me, the Gypsy Kings version of Hotel California, Kenny Rogers just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in, and Mozart's Requiem in D minor complete an eclectic mix, and a thoroughly recommended standalone soundtrack album, all of which fit the film perfectly. There are many, many others. 2 hours with the dude are a joy and funny as hell. As the stranger narrates at the end, it's good that we have someone like the dude in the world, and amen to that. This is the main theme of the film, and it could be argued this theme is heightened against his best friend Walter. With the film rooted approximately in 1991, the film starts with President George H.W. Bush declaring war against Iraq. Walter, with constant if comedic references to Vietnam and his unresolved anger, we root for the dude, his outlook on life, and more pacifist tendencies. We see the film entirely through the eyes of the dude and follow his every move, and therein lies the juxtaposition the film espouses, of the dude's slacker, laid back and neutral take on life to his best friend's explosive reactions. Roger Deakins' excellent cinematography deserved more recognition than it received, and similarly the film as a whole, which is still largely seen as a cult classic and which did not feature at any of the main festival award shows. A film that has spawned a religion and yearly conventions in many worldwide cities. Perhaps this is the film's ultimate recommendation and reward. The Big Lebowski from 1998, directed by the Coen brothers, and my favourite all-time Coen brothers film. And I've been Stephen Blackford, writer and reader of pointless but heartfelt, spoiler-free film reviews since 2012. Thank you so much for watching. There are links below for ways in which you can support me. I appreciate you being there, and I leave you in peace and in solidarity. Thank you so much again for watching. The dude abides. Peace.